Good day, everyone. I am Gino Sadikon, the Group 4 leader from P4, from Section H4515. And today, I'll be presenting to you our report. Our topic for today is all about hand signals in volleyball. The official signals used by referees to clearly communicate decisions during the game. In a fast paced sport like volleyball, these signals are essential to keep the game organized, fair, and easy to understand for players, coaches, and even spectators. In this presentation, we will discuss what these hand signals mean, why they are important, and how they help maintain proper flow and discipline in the game. So without further ado, let's get started. The International Volleyball Federation, or FIVP, is the global governing body of volleyball, including indoor and beach volleyball, and they are responsible for setting the official rules of the game, including the standardized hand signals used by referees worldwide. So, just as I said, in a fast paced game like volleyball, clarity is everything. With the ball moving quickly and decisions needing to be made in just seconds, referees rely on hand signals to communicate calls instantly and clearly to players, coaches, and spectators. Here are the three main reasons why official hand signals are used in volleyball. First, universal consistency. These signals are the same all over the world, whether the game is played locally or internationally. Referees use the same hand signals so everyone understands the calls. Second, official approval. All hand signals are approved by the FIVP. This means that they are part of the official rules and are recognized in professional, school, and amateur volleyball games. Clear communication. Hand signals reduce confusion on the court. Instead of shouting, referees use visual signals that players can immediately see, even in noisy or intense matches. Authorization to serve. The referee moves their hand in a sweeping motion to indicate the direction of the service. This signal tells the server that everyone is ready and they may now start the rally. It is also used after a point to show that play is about to begin again. Now that we know how a rally officially starts, let's move on to how the referee shows which team will serve next. Team to serve. The referee extends their arm to the side of the team that won the previous point. This signal indicates which team has the right to serve the ball for the next rally. It helps both teams reset and prepare for the next play.
Change of courts. Raise the forearms front and back and twist them around the body. Timeout. Place the palm of one hand over the fingers of the other, held vertically, forming a T shape, and then indicate the requesting team.
Substitution.
The referee makes a circular motion with the forearms around each other to indicate that players are switching positions on the court.
Misconduct warning. A yellow card is shown by the referee as warning. It is given for unsportsmanlike behavior and does not result in a point penalty. Misconduct penalty. While the red card is shown by the referee as a misconduct penalty, it is given for serious or repeated misconduct and results in a point awarding to the opposing team.
Expulsion. For serious misconduct, the referee holds both the red and yellow cards together in one hand. This means that the player is expelled for the remainder of the current set and must stay in the penalty area. This signal is important in maintaining discipline and sportsmanship during the game. Disqualification. The referee holds the red and yellow cards separately, one in each hand. The team member is removed for the remainder of the match and must leave the entire competition area, usually sent to the locker room.
End of set or match.
The signal used by the referee to show that a set of the entire game is finished.
The ball not tossed or released at the server's hit. So, and according to volleyball rules, the ball must be hit with one hand, and any parts of arm after being tossed are released from the hand. So, if the player hit the ball while still holding it like a punch, its serve fails to toss it all. So, the referee The referee will lift their palms upward, then it signifies that the ball never left the hand properly before the contact. So the next hand signal is the delay in service. In the delay in service in indoor volleyball, the server has exactly 8 seconds to serve after referee blows the whistle. So if the clock runs out, the referee raises 8 fingers. So this tells the players the server took too much time. So it results in a loss of the rally and point for the opponent. And the next one is the blocking default or screening. In a volleyball, a blocking default or screening happens when the serving team hides the server or the ball's flight path from the receiving team. This referee signal this by raising both arms vertically with palms facing forward. This visual representation of a wall reminding the serving team that they cannot legally block the opponent view of the server.
Position or rational fault.
A violation when players are in the wrong position or rotate incorrectly during serve.
Ball in is when the ball landed inside the premise of the court. Ball out is when the ball landed outside the premise of the court.
Catch, also known as lift or throw, happens when a player does not hit the ball cleanly and instead holds, carries, or catches it, even briefly. Double contact in volleyball happens when a player touches the ball twice in a row during one play. It is commonly called on overhead sets when the ball leaves the hands unevenly, not at the same time.
A four-hits fault occurs when a team touches the ball four times before sending it over the net. While teams are allowed three contacts to orchestrate an attack, exceeding this limit results in an immediate loss of the rally. The referee signals this violation by holding up four fingers, awarding the point and service to the opposing team.
Net touch by the player is only enforced after a player makes contact with the net between the antenna during the action of playing the ball and when it interferes with the game. Cases where it is not at fault is when a player's hair touches the net or there is contact with the net located outside the antenna. These two examples do not affect play, hence they are not counted as a fault. Reaching beyond the net is only imposed when a player reached over the net illegally and interfered with the opponent's play. A move is considered to be illegally disruptive only if the player interferes before the opponent is able to complete their attack. Attack hit fault is when an illegal attack hit was committed during play. An illegal attack refers to when a team wrongfully handles the ball, either because of the player's position on the court or an error in the method that was executed for the attack. Examples include when a back row player attacks from the front zone or when a player attacks a serve.
The server touches the court means the server step on or over the end line before or during the service contact, resulting in a foot fault.
Double fault and replay.
The referee raises both thumbs vertically to show that fouls were committed by both teams simultaneously, requiring the point to be played over.
A ball touch ruling is made when the ball lands out of bounds after grazing a player, typically during a block or a dig attempt. Even the ball landed outside the court, the touches makes the defending team responsible for the error. The referee indicates this by brushing their fingers against an upright palm, awarding the point to the attackers.
Delay warning, delay penalty. A delay warning yellow card held against the wrist is issued for the first offense in a match, while a delay penalty red card on the wrist is issued for second and subsequent offenses, resulting in a point and service to the opponent.
In conclusion, hand signals in volleyball are not just simple gestures. They play a vital role in ensuring fair play, clear communication, and smooth flow of the game. Understanding the signals help players, officials, and even spectators better appreciate how the game is managed. Thank you for listening.